Hello, crime fighters. This is the next edition of Neighborhood Crime Report. With us today are two interns who have been doing all of the research on crime in Lexington during the month of May. First with us is Christina Johnson. Christina, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
And the other one is Lisa Cole. And Lisa, thanks.
Thank you.
All right. And what we want to be able to do today is do a couple of things. First of all, we want to explain that the Fayette County is divided up into sectors. Then we want to talk a little bit about the violent crime and the property crime that's occurred here. And we're going to sort of bring you all up to date on just what's going on in our community. Christina, one of the things that is interesting to most people in Fayette County is how our county has been divided into various sectors by the police department in order for them to provide coverage. So would you kind of explain to us exactly what this map represents?
Well, the map represents the west side is the yellow, and it is from the New Circle Road to the Paris Pike. And on the other side of New Circle Road and Paris Pike is the purple, and that's the east sector. And the light blue will be the central sector, and that's the more populated downtown area of Lexington.
So the police are assigned to various sectors.
Yes.
A person can be assigned to the west sector, and if that's the case, they'll be in the yellow area. Is that correct?
Yes.
And if you're in the east sector, you're in the purple.
Yes.
And if you're downtown, you're in the central sector.
Yes.
Now, I notice there are various numbers that appear to be a number of them in each sector. What are those?
Those would be the beats of each sector. Each officer or officers are assigned to a beat during their shift, and they'll usually stay around that certain area. Central would be like sector 1. West sector would be sector 1. Central is sector 2, and east is 3. And then they're divided into smaller areas such as 3-1A and 3-1B.
Now, so if you're a police officer and you're assigned to section 1A in the central sector,
yes,
where would your assignment be during your shift?
Well, since central is 2 and it would be beat 1A, it would be 2-1A right in the middle of downtown area.
Lisa, one of the things that people don't really understand in our community is the different types of kinds of crimes. We have two different types of crimes that are reported by the police, and what are they?
They're violent crimes and property crimes. Violent crimes in Lexington vary from assault to kidnapping, murders, robbery, sexual abuse, and rape, where property crimes vary from arson to burglary, criminal theft, auto theft.
Violent crimes constitute only 7% of the crimes that occur in our community. Now, why the difference, you might ask? Well, with violent crimes, when people are convicted of violent crimes, they get sent to jail or the penitentiary. Yeah, but not so with property crimes. And those people are convicted and probated, which means they're put right back on the street, and they continue to commit all crimes. Hence, the 93% of the crimes in Lexington during May were property crimes.
Property crimes, the highest area in the east section was 4A, which kind of varies through this region, which is Winchester Road up to...
It'd be Richmond Road all the way up to Winchester Road outside of the New Circle area.
And there were 91 property crimes in this area, and that can be accounted to the fact that Hamburg shopping area is in that section. And in the west sector, it's 1B, which is between Versailles Road and Nicholasville Road, which is where the Fayette Mall is seen, and that had 108 property crimes this month. And in the central section, in 4B, which is this block right here between Loudon and New Circle in Main Street, 47 property crimes were seen. That's a very populated residential area.
And for violent crimes in each sector, we had, for the east sector, beat 4B, which would be this entire area. And that's a high residential area, and there was 23 violent crimes committed in May. For the west sector, it was beat 3A, which is right here, and that is the Cardinal Valley area. 21 violent crimes were committed in May. And for the central sector, it was 4A, which is the downtown. It's a very populated area of downtown. 32 violent crimes were committed in May. In May, there was actually one homicide committed. It was in the Richmond Road area in the east sector.
It was a junior from Bryan Station that was shot in the chest. The student was on the football team. He was very active in his community. He played basketball, and his death was quite tragic.
And since this is still a pending investigation, we're not going to go into any detail of what happened during the homicide.
Each month, the Lexington Division of Police provides us with this monthly report, and we want to thank them for providing that. And I also want to thank Christina and Lisa for doing such a great job on reporting these crimes. Okay, that's our neighborhood crime report for this month. See you next month, crime fighters.